before the video starts, I just wanted to say a couple quick things. First off, make sure you check the description and the pinned comment in case I forgot anything. Additionally, some coding knowledge would be decently useful. You don't have to have previous coding knowledge, but it'll definitely make it easier. And on the screen right now is kind of the general outline of how to make a custom filter. So if you think you can do it with just these steps, then go ahead. But if you need a little bit more guidance, then you can watch the whole video. Hello everybody. Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make custom filters for the Brainstorm Rerolled mod. Odds are if you're watching this video, you already know what the mod is and why you want to make a custom filter to it, or for it. So if that's the case, then just skip to the timestamp on screen. But if not, I'll give you a quick introduction to the mod and why you might want to create your own custom filter. So by default, when you start a new game in Balatro, it's a random seed. And your seed determines most of the stuff about your run, like what boss blinds you'll get, what jokers you'll get in the shop. So if we can filter the seeds to, then we can find a seed that has the stuff that we want. So for example, if we open the mod here, and the filter that I'll select for now is negative blueprint. I'll just leave all the others unchecked. They're not really relevant right now. So if I want a negative blueprint, what I can do is I can select negative blueprint. I can do Control A, and your game might freeze for a second, and then it'll pop up seed. And for the negative blueprint, obviously we have to see a shop. So I'm just going to play a hand real quick that gets us to the shop. Wow, that is incredibly lucky. That's not even part of the filter there. That is ridiculous. But if it's not here, then it should be in the buffoon pack. Yep, here we go. So as you can see here, there's a negative blueprint in the buffoon pack. It is insane that we just got brainstorm and blueprint. This on yellow deck could be really, really powerful. Let me actually lose this real quick just so I can see what the seed is in case anyone's interested. Alright, here's the seed, 34KAAXMX. Alright, interesting. So yeah, if you played that on yellow deck, you know. I'm getting off topic though. Main point is, you know, what if we want to make our own? Like, what if we want a different joker to start with? We'd have to create our own custom filter, and that's what this video is about. The first thing you're going to need is to download Visual Studio. So what you're going to do, you're going to search up VS Download, click on this link, click on the community download. You'll get this, save it, open it, click yes on the prompt, continue, all the good stuff. You'll see this right here. It should ask you what you want. What we're going to do, we're going to scroll down to desktop development of C++ and check that. We're going to go to individual components, type in CMake, and it looks like it's already checked for me. Might not be checked for you. Make sure CMake or C++ CMake tools for Windows is checked. That should be all we need. Yeah, just the development with C++ and CMake. So we're going to click install, and this is going to take a while because it's like 11 gigabytes of download. So I'm going to pause the recording and I'll see you back here when this is done. Alright, the Visual Studio has installed. I'm just going to click modify and make sure that we have desktop development of C++ and CMake installed. Now that we have those installed, we can close this. This won't be relevant for a little bit. And real quick, obviously, just make sure you have the Brainstorm Rerolled mod installed. Then what we're going to do is we're going to search up Brainstorm Rerolled AB Gamma, and there's going to be a Reddit link that pops up, r/Balatro on Reddit, updated Brainstorm mod. Going to click on that, going to click on the GitHub link, going to click code, download zip, just save it to your downloads, open file, explorer, right click, extract all, extract. You can delete the zip. I would rename it to something like Brainstorm Rerolled custom filters. Oh, I messed it up. Hold up. Copy the name, put it on this one also, then right click, then cut, then go back, then paste it here, and when you open it, it should have these 4 things in here. Real quick, I'm going to move this to my desktop. You don't have to do it, but I'm just going to. I just like where that is more. So I'm going to go in here now. I'm going to right click on the immolate folder, show more options, and open with Visual Studio. You should get this stuff pop up, and just choose your options. Don't really care about the release notes, and you should be seeing something like this. Down here, real quick, we want to make sure that this is all good, so show output from CMake should be selected. Just scroll to the top of this. It should say generation started for x64 debug, and then at the bottom it should say CMake generation finished. Once that's done, we are going to, let's see, up here you're going to see x64 debug. You're going to click manage configurations and then edit JSON. You're going to copy this and paste it below that. You're going to add a comma right after the first configuration. You're going to, on the second one that you just copied, you're going to replace debug with release, and then set configuration type to release. Hit Control S to save, and it should like flash something right here in the output again. So just make sure. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it'll flash something there. You can exit out of the JSON now. Go to debug and select release now. Instead, it should do some stuff here. Main thing is to make sure it says CMake configuration x64 release, and we specifically want it to be release. And then at the bottom, again, should say CMake generation finished. Let's see. Then we're going to open up src and open immolate.cpp and immolate.hpp. In immolate.hpp, we're going to make our the name for our filter here. I'm going to make mine called First Joker Baron, and you have to make sure to add a comma after that. And this can't have any spaces. Now is probably a good time to mention you do probably need to at least understand coding specifically in C++, but also maybe not. You need to just have like a little bit of knowledge about coding, programming. It's going to be a lot more difficult if you don't. You can probably still get by with like asking ChatGPT and whatnot, but it will definitely help to have programming base. So add the name of your filter here, and then under the custom filters, and then you're going to find this inline std string filter to string, and below the last case you're going to make another case, and yeah, it's basically just going to be the same line, except you're going to replace whatever's here with the name of your filter. No, it's not giving it tab there. Okay. And then you're probably going to want to, oh, I have it on insert. You're probably going to want to make it like this, where it actually looks how you'd want to read it, instead of just like having it in this all caps and undercase stuff and whatnot. Let's see if I did it right. Add a new case. Oh, we have to also go to the string to filter right here, and we're just gonna copy this line a little bit and say, and replace it with the name here, whatever this one is, the one in quotes. It is very important that it's in quotes, but it has to be in quotes, and it should be the one in quotes here. And then this is going to be like the one with all case or all caps and underscores with it. And then you hit Control S, and for real that should be at this time for immolate.hpp. Yeah, I think so. So we can exit out of that, and this is where the coding experience is probably going to help a lot, because you basically need to code your filter. You can get away with kind of copying these filters and just modifying them a little bit, so I will kind of show that real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the filter most similar to finding a joker quickly, and then I'm going to modify that. And the one I'm going to choose for that is going to be the, where is it? Negative blueprint case, or negative blueprint filter. Okay, I just did a bunch of stupid stuff, and I did it all wrong. But basically, copy, or most importantly, click this, and it should highlight this bracket, and find this bracket and start copying from there, and then go up to the case that we're trying to copy. So I hit Control C, scroll all the way down, and just to double check, it should be this second one right here, but click the second one so that it's kind of blue like that, and then scroll up like here, and it should have this thing after switch brainstorm filter. It should have that one highlighted, the one after switch brainstorm filter. So we can go back down to this one. We can go to the line above it, and I'm going to tab in twice and then paste. And if we did it right, then this should have a red squiggly under it. And we're going to replace custom filters with the all caps underscore version of the name of our new filter. So for me, that's going to be first joker Baron. And since we're trying to modify it to be our filter, I'm just going to do a little bit of just replacing some stuff, making everything Baron. Probably going to speed this part up. Just as a quick note, if you're looking for some kind of specific, I don't know, something, and it's got some kind of special color over it that's not white, or maybe even if it is white, let's see, if I right click it maybe, if I go to definition, then, this is weird, oh, items.hpp, okay, yeah, so items.hpp, then you can kind of see here the different, if you're trying to use it in the code, then you can get some good information from here. Like, I know that Baron has to be with a capital B, because if I use Control F and I type in Baron, then it shows that for all instances of the word Baron, it's always with a capital B. If I wanted, probably the idle, probably with an underscore, you can see I would have to do, I misspelled it here because I didn't use a capital I guess. So every time I use the idle, I would have to use a capital I, and I know that because I have this items.hpp to help me with that information. So that can be useful if you're trying to code your own filter. Now back to the fast forward of me replacing stuff with Baron. Okay, so I've finished replacing all of my, I finished making my filter, I guess. So if you really want to, I guess you could copy one of the existing, or maybe you could just select the whole file. You could just Control A, Control C, and paste it into ChatGPT and say, explain to me how this works, and if I want to create my own custom filter for, different things, then what can I do and how can I do that? It's not always going to work. I think I tried to use ChatGPT the first time to make a filter and it didn't work, which is why I copied this one and made my own. But yeah, so once you've got your filter done, you can do Control S to save. Let's see what's next. So we added the case and the switch statement, add the corresponding code inside. Okay, so we're going to save and build the C++ code. So to do that, you just do Control-Shift-B, and it should do some stuff down here. Build all succeeded. Oh, and for this, make sure you're on x64 release. So if it says build all succeeded, then let's see, where was I? I'm actually going to take this and merge these together. Don't think that. I'll keep that there. So this was our folder, if you remember, with these 4 things where we right-clicked this, options, open with Visual Studio. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to immolate, and then there should be a folder called out build x64 release, and then we should have our immolate.dll here. Now that we have this located, we're going to create a new tab here, and we're going to go here. We're going to do %appdata%, Balatro, mods, Brainstorm Rerolled, and you can see here you should have everything I have except immolate.dlls. I recommend making this folder so that you can sort your different DLLs if you need to. So this is the default DLL for the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to put it into my immolate.dlls, and I'm going to put it into the original. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my x64 release, immolate.dll, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it here. And once you've done that, it is almost ready. The only thing we have left to do is the UI.lua, and that's super easy. So what you can do is go back to your file explorer in the %appdata% Balatro mods Brainstorm Rerolled thing, go to the UI folder. It'll say either UI or UI.lua. You can just open this with Notepad, and I'm going to go into full screen here. You go to the local custom filter list, and it's pretty easy. You just copy this, make sure it's these are all like lined up. You don't want it like this or like this. You want it like this. Then just replace it with the readable name of your filter. In the custom filter list, and then we're going to do Control F and type in custom_filter_keys, and it should bring us here. And we're going to do a similar thing here, just the quotes, and then the name of our filter. And you have to make sure to add a comma after this and after the first one also. And like you can see up here, I also added a comma here. And then we're going to hit Control S to save it. We can close that, and we should be ready to use the filter. Let's see if it crashes or not. Didn't crash yet. That's good. So we should be able to go to Options, Settings, Brainstorm, and we have our filter there. So let's test it out and see if it works. So I'm going to make a new run. I'm going to do Control A to run the filter. Your game might freeze for a moment. That's just it, like searching through the seeds to try to find what you asked for. Oh, it's because I did that. Oops. yeah, it does it a lot faster that way. Okay. I'm just going to select and just going to beat the blind real quick. That should one-shot it. No, it doesn't, because I'm a loser, that's why. It's fine. It's probably in the buffoon pack if it's not here immediately. Baron? Yep, and there's the Baron. So as you can tell, our custom filter worked. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the majority of how to do it. So basically, just for future reference, just to make this a bit more repeatable and easy to manage, just a quick rundown of what we did. Oh, not instance, sorry. Immolate.hpp. We went to immolate.hpp and we added the name of our filter, all caps and with underscores in between the words. Then we added another case statement to here, like this. We added an if statement here, like this. We went to immolate.cpp and we created our filter here. We saved everything. We did Control S. Then we did Control Shift B to build it. We found it in the folder the file that we downloaded from GitHub, in the out build 64 release and the DLL here. Then we went to, oh, these are the same thing, aren't they? Oops. Then we went to here and we replaced the DLL. Then we, in the UI, it popped this up, it's fine. We replaced it with, we didn't replace anything. We added to the custom filter list and the custom filter keys. Saved the file, and that was it. Thanks for watching. Please like and sub.